Okay, boys and girls, we're going to show you how to trade round a day job because it's coming on to 6 o'clock at night. A lot of people can be around this time, and we're going to see if we can pull some money. And a warm welcome to one and all. I've got my little counterpart with me tonight because obviously she heard a little sniff that I can make some money after work, and she's here because she's money hungry, you know. Well, let's be honest, with a face like mine, my wallet's the only thing she does find attractive. Isn't that true?
I mean, not really, there's not much left.
Oh no, because you've got your hands on it. Right, let's flick this over and have a look. What we're looking at is this here. So if you were watching the video the other day, this has already been set up. Now we're working against this move and it's pulling up on itself. So the last current move is this one here, what we're looking at. Now my sheet is a sell, okay? The trade is sell. Now I'll come back to this in just a second because this is getting ready and I want to set it up. It's coming in now as the sell. So let me just drop an order in underneath the candle because we've been, there's a candle count. So I just need to move that backwards and it's telling me to go for about 19 pips. So I'll just drop that first order in here. Now I'll explain that in just a second because I want to get rid of these blue lines and I'm going to put a new set in to help me. But in the meantime, I've got a pending order out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so I'm cleaning this up as I go. What I'm doing is I'm going to sell this move here. All right, I'll explain it a little bit in a moment. It's the sell, what we're looking at is from what's called a Kylie principle. Okay.
So what is it called, Kylie?
Half pint. A little bit like you, little tinky winky person, like a half person, because you work on the 50%. So it's half pint. And since she's like a little tinky winky person that's perfectly formed, a little bit like her, call it Kylie. And why? Because we want a nice bottom. You've got a nice bottom.
I didn't mind crawling.
Not crawling at all. I was just having a bit of a moment there. With you.
Self-first.
Oh, dear. We've had a good day today. We're getting excited because we're going on holiday again soon. Going to pictures tomorrow. And all different other bits and pieces. I love what I do for a living. I genuinely do. And why? Because it gives me a lot of freedom. And Winky loves what I do for a living because it means she can buy all sorts. Do you know something? She bought this mug, right? Look at the state of that.
Oh,
it's
we've heard all
crap.
that. There's nothing wrong with the mug.
I like my mug, this mug.
Why?
Why? Because I can get my nose in there. Cow.
It's alright.
Shut up. Get out of it. Crazy bitch. Right. I've got this in place. Okay. So this is set up. I'm going to be watching it on a 5-minute chart. So I'll drop it down into 5 minutes. And we're going to watch what's going on. Now, when I was talking about candle counts.
So, sorry, I don't mean to be rude. What chart are you on? Are you on
this,
the US?
It's the US Tech 100. NASDAQ.
Yeah.
I'm glad she pays attention to what I do. She doesn't actually.
No, you just said following on from the last one. You didn't say what chart you were doing.
Well, the last chart I did was the DAX. And I did Euro JPY this morning. But I did this as a full day the other day. So once I've got my main marks in, they stay in all week. You know something? She's watching me do this for 20 years. And
no, you just said follow it on. You didn't say.
All right. Calm your knickers down, will you? Right. Candle count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lowest point is here. It's a weight situation, so I really shouldn't have put that in for about 15 minutes, but it's well out of the way, and I'm just going to follow this up to get a better price and then come back down on itself based on these levels. Now, if I enter here, I'm getting out here before this yellow line. Why? Because it's a stall point, and it has a good chance just to slam down, stop, and then slam away. The sheet worked out exactly how many pips I wanted, which is 19. So this is about 20 pips away. So I've got to ask myself, is this worth it? Yes, it is. And we talk about that quite a lot in the squad. So let me just quickly show you this, where this comes from. Now, one thing that I'm very conscious of is the strengths of market. Now, the US dollar is very, very weak, incredibly weak. But this means it could actually become good value, and people will want to buy it. Now, if they start having a buy-in frenzy on this, it'll force the US 100 down because the dollar becomes expensive. Shares are expensive. It'll put pressure on it. So I'm keeping an eye on that. But when I look at this, and you can see, I'll show you the figures of these earlier on. They're done. It's telling me it's risky. All right? It's risky because the high time frames are neutral. Doesn't really understand what's going on up there. The dominant direction is a question mark. So by definition, I've got to be really careful. The low time frames are saying it's buying, which at this moment in time could be a pullback because the overall was a sell. And it's a sell based on the anchor. And the anchor is number, well, I'll show you. It's this one here. It's number 5. And it's saying sell it. So when I look through this, it's telling me to look at the anchor here. Right, we've gone into market, sell it. It's telling me it's a C. So by definition, it's going to be minimum targets. And it tells me that here. Works everything out, comes on this side. And you'll see in just a second, it'll tell me what my trade is, what my profits take is going to be, and whether it's risky, etc., etc. And that was done just a couple of minutes ago, and it's now currently 20, well, it's a 5 and now in profit. It nearly got there with that quick search, almost.
So if it says it's risky, why would you do it?
Well, right, okay. In theory, you shouldn't. My process is to trade A and B setups only. But there's a caveat to that. I'll only day trade A and B setups because they are predominantly bigger targets, and it means I'll be in the market longer than normal. So if that's the case, do I want to go in? No, it's risky to do that. But if I'm doing a very quick slam, a scalp if you like, yes, it's risky. So tell me, and I'll just move this over and I'll explain what I'm going on. If it's risky, it's telling me to have a low TP, take profit. A low take profit on the ATR of this is about 19 pips, 15, 19. That's pushing the boat out. Okay.
So what would you take realistically?
Well, anywhere from 10, 12 pips onwards. If I wasn't yabbering in one thing and another, I'd probably have had that out at this point.
Oh,
right, so that would have been 75 quid, and well, let's see, it's 8 minutes past 6. I put the order in 2 minutes past, but we'll see. We'll just kind of leave it there.
What,
we'll
£75 in 6 minutes?
In 6 minutes, 75 quid. Now, earlier on today, I was doing these. This one took about 4 minutes, and that one took 6. And it made 110 quid. And then I spent the afternoon watching a film with you. And then I got a few messages saying, can it be done around a day job, blah, 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 blah. Well, one was done early morning. One was done at dinner time. This one's getting done at tea time. And I'll look for the next slam, get in, get out, job's done. Now, there's another element to this. I can actually get better pricing by allowing myself to have extra orders in the market. Now, when I look at it, because I'm only trying to get to here, what I can do is I can stage up into these two blue lines. Why? Well, there's a swing point. Level's right on it. The next level is here. So what I'll do is I'll stage up to there and back. So let me put that in up here and we'll drop an order in. I'll kind of explain that one for you. So I need to switch that off so I can see what it is that I'm looking at. So I'm going to stage this up. So it's up to there. That's my last point of entry. Just there. And I'm going to put an extra order in above it. Now what this does, because I'm not at full position, I always dip my toe in the water. All right. I've got a better price, and if it runs down to there, it'll give more profit. But if I'm looking to go to stop, it doesn't have as far to go as what the first one does. So it reduces exposure going upwards, but increases my profit coming the other way. Yeah. All right. And the two of them together, ideally I want that triggered and I want this one triggered. Now if that happens, we could be on for a good trade. So I'll just put that in and I work to a mantra: 1, 2, 3 trade, 4 get out where I got in, 5 just get out. Now what it also does, just drop them into there, it gives me the opportunity, right, I'm loaded in, see what's going on. It gives me the opportunity rather to manage the trade, because if I had all of that as one position, I've got to take a little bit off here, I've got to move things around. It's a nightmare. Whereas this, I might just go, oh well, I'll kill off the second one and let the others run. Right. It just helps me. So what we'll do, rather than rabbit on, we'll just see if this will quickly slam down. Anything over 60 quid, I'm happy with. So that's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for about 60, 70 quid. Anything more, I think will be a good trade. So let's play it and I'll catch you shortly. Okay, boys and girls, that's that job done. So the first thing that I ever do is I clear my tickets off and I check that I don't have any outstanding tickets. Oh, hell if I switch it on. Orders none. There you go, 91 quid and it's 17 minutes past 6. So what, 15 minutes? 90 odd quid. It's done exactly what that sheet told me to do. And it's an excellent tool if you understand how to read the chart and that visualizes it for you. It's a very, very useful tool. So what's that for the day? So that's 201 for the day. That's my 200 quid's worth of wages. And it was done morning. Then it was done at dinner time. Then it was done at tea time as it is now. All peaceful. Each trade took minutes. So, what's the moral of the story here? Well, in fact, that's gone to Target quicker than Winky has gone downstairs to make a cup of coffee.
Hey, I'm here.
Oh, Christ, she's here. Just as well I wasn't slagging her off, innit?
So what's happened?
It's complete.
Good.
So, by the time you've gone and made a coffee,
yeah,
as you can, well, I'll flick it back just so I can show it. That spike down, and pretty much what I said, that's a stall point. It's bounced off that stall point, but it went down and took the profit out first because the take profit was calculated in the correct place and we got full profit from it. And there you go, 91 quid.
Oh, excellent.
So, no, you're not getting it.
Result.
It's mine. Well, it's not mine because, trust me, she'll empty the bank account quicker than anything else. Now, we're going to the cinema tomorrow.
In Durham.
Which is, well, there's no shops there, so it doesn't really matter.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, right, fair enough.
Next there.
I'm going to next. I'm going to get a hot dog, I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch
Oh,
Big.
yes, a hot dog, the most expensive hot dog ever.
Are you paying for it?
£7.50 for a hot dog that big.
I know, I must admit. I mean, bloody hell. I mean, I put a thing in the Discord. I mean, this is outrageous. I mean, proper outrageous. Let me just...
And it's only for you?
It's only for me. Let me just quickly show you something. And then we'll wind this up. But literally, right, just flick that across, okay? The guys talk all the time, and it's a great community to be involved with. But we're having a little discussion because the coffee lounge is just take the mickey, etc. If you want talking what goes on, drop down into these sort of things, and you'll get real good trading chat. Also, there's Benny Dom. We go on Benny Dom, the group. We all go on holiday together. What a community that is. That we like each other enough to go on holiday together. So we're going to do some trading in the sun. Look at this. That's my bill for going to cinema tomorrow. Pre-booked the tickets. And this is cheap. 57 quid to go see a film. Cheap. Bloody hell. And she's kicking off because I always have my hot dogs and stuff. Because let's be honest, I've got a figure to look after. Because you can't bend wire the shape I am, that's for sure. And I don't care. I might have a head like a potato, but I've got a body to match. The sack of spuds. Anyway, there you go, guys. How to trade round a day job with a bit of thought, and you know what you're doing. And it was done live in front of you. So as always, guys, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.